And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be unlocking Alexander, the third part of Alexander. And as always, hello from Mithrie. So this is going to be A9, or the third part of Alexander Part 1, or whatever. We'll find out the name soon. So we are here with Mide, 2119 in the Dravanian hinterlands. So the quest is called The Coral and the Colossus. And obviously you have to have come this far in the story of Alexander. You have to have done the previous two Alexanders to be able to unlock the third. And also as well, for this one, it's quite tough. You need to get an item level of 230. So when the patch launched, I initially couldn't even go in. So I've had to spend some lore to upgrade my gear, this gear to 240. I bought a 260 accessory for the sake of it. And I also upgraded my relic to 230 as well, just to get myself to that 230 level. So anyway, Mide warily eyes the thicket a short distance away. So, our adventurer, you come at an opportune moment. It would seem we have a visitor. I was pacing about, thinking of Round Rocks, when something in the shadows drew my eye. I caught only a brief glimpse, but it bore an uncanny resemblance to Quickthing's constant companion, Shanoa, was it? If the coral's here, there's a good chance her Illuminati keepers are close by. We best track her down, and quickly, follow me. So for once, I'm doing Alexander like a week after it came out, rather than about 5 years, like in the last time. Speak with Mide. Where does she go? Oh, that way. Okay. I was really slow when I was doing the other Alexanders, but whatever. We're not too far behind in this case. And the aim for now is just normal. I'm not like motivated to do Savage. So just as I thought, it is Shanoa, or is it? One coral kitten looks much the same as another, and she doesn't seem to have brought any of her friends. Over there. Rip. So, Uplanders, what are all these snap scratchings and Pwah? So, an Illuminati spy sent by Quickthings to observe our movements. Like as not. Given the sizable disadvantage at which we find ourselves, we thought it best to relieve him of duty. Mean. He spent his final moments babbling about all of the Illuminati's deranged schemes. Claimed that once the final core was activated and Alexander fully operational, the fortress would gain the power to travel through time, taking them along with it. He seemed quite convinced that Quickthings was a prophet of sorts, a traveller from the future come to the present to return history to its proper state. Aye, and that's not the half of it. According to him, the battle of history has already been won. And not by us. For the future, it is written in the Enigma Codex, and we but play out our roles in it. Quickthings a traveller from the future? That would certainly explain how he was able to anticipate our every move. But could it be that he has already conquered the world of tomorrow? Have all efforts been in vain? But tongue flaps of crazy Illuminati make brain case her. Backtricks would speak of different subject. What brings Uplanders back to shortstop? So 1 second guys, I need to check something. Okay, that's better. So having settled upon a plan of action, Sid and I were in the process of making our final preparations with Master Matoya when this kitten scampered in, mewing as if to beckon us. We duly followed her, and she led us here, much to the dismay of the fellow at our feet. What is that noise? Is there like a waterfall nearby? If I'm not one to look a gift coral in the mouth, but something about this, all of this, doesn't seem right with me. She has been at Quickthing's side. Make that on his bloody head. every step of the way, and now she decides to betray her keepers. If that cat could speak our tongue, I would have a question or two for her, mayhap even 3. I can't believe I'm even considering this. But then it wouldn't be the stranger thing that I've done today. You there, cat. You're Shanoa, Quick Drink's little familiar, aren't you? 2 mews for yes, 1 for nay. Mew mew. So, did she truly... Do you want to go home? Mew. So, 7 hells. I think the bloody furball might actually understand us. But that doesn't mean we can trust her. For all we know, she could be here to do her master's work. A moment, Uplanders. Tongue flaps of Round Rocks come to Bactrix's brain case. 3 years ago, when Round Rocks found Codex Splinter Stone, Round Rocks says Black Coral Shield is there, onlooking. Bactrix thinks nothing of this then, but now... You mean to imply that Shanoa here was present when we attempted the summoning? I very much doubt that. If she were a kitten 3 years ago, she would have fully grown to coral by now. Doesn't look like a coral to me, she looks like a normal cat. So unless that is she took the shortcut through time, an implausible theory, I would grant you, but one we cannot well dismiss in light of recent events. If true, it would raise a still more troubling possibility that Round Rock's discovery of the Codex was no mere coincidence, but an event orchestrated by Quigfigs to further his own ends. Oh, this just gets better and better. Look, whatever is going on here, we're not like to find out by standing around talking. We need to delve deeper into that fortress. And just as luck would have it, Wedge claims that his latest invention would allow us to do just that. I sent him and Biggs on ahead to Maker's Quarter to perform their final test. Meet them there when you're ready. I'll join you as soon as my own preparations are complete. Coolio. Cool. So yeah, I'm sure that sound will stop once we get away from the waterfall. So to travel back in time and set past wrongs right, who could resist such temptation? Yeah, I would literally go back, and the day I met Christina, I would just be like, hell no. Let's see, how grievous the consequences of surrendering it to it. I don't think that would be necessarily bad in all cases. For in allowing the past to consume us and making our every choice, our every action the correct one, we will not cease to live in the present and in turn lose sight of the future. 'Tis a path not to redemption but to madness. It just depends how you don't have a Christina in your past. Hey, where's that waterfall? I can hear it. Ah, there it is. So this is a waterfall going all the way down here. Fair enough. Cool. Anyway, so let's go back to Biggs. Or rendezvous with Biggs, as it says, who's right there. And let's see what happens. Now, as you guys know, I have not been into Savage raiding since 14 came out. I used to be a hardcore raider in World of Warcraft up until Burning Crusade, then I quit raiding. I just don't have the energy for it. I guess I'm old now. And Burning Crusade was many years ago, so I'm like many years retired from hardcore raiding. So, Mithrie, all fired up and ready to go, are we? Then I'd best hurry up and brief you on the task at hand. In a nutshell, we'll be attacking the Primal on 2 fronts. As we speak, Y'shtola is leading an attempt to cut off the primal source of Aether. Our job, meanwhile, will be to head into the belly of the beast and rescue young Round Rocks. Without her to view the Enigma Codex Forum, the Illuminati won't be able to turn back time anymore, giving us a fighting chance of beating the bastards. The chief reckons the shortest path is through the giant's great fat noggin. The only problem being is that it's inside the barrier. Not to worry, though. Wedge's latest wonder will take care of that. He's dubbed it the BBG2, which he tells me is short for Barrier Begone. Of course, a barrier doesn't just serve to keep folk out, it also keeps the primal in. That being why Maid and her mates raised the bleeding thing in the first place. So the moment it goes down, there'll be nothing to stop the Colossus from running rampant if it has a mind to. Which means we're going to need to move fast. The Chief will take the Excelsior in as close as he can to Alexander's head, where you'll jump off and secure us away inside. Wasting no time, you'll then jump back aboard and Wedge will re-engage the barrier, all before our metal friend even knows what's happening. Got it? Good, because we've got our work cut out for us. Let's get going. So the Eyes of the Creator is now accessible. Woohoo! So you now have access to the Eye of Creator. Alexander can be accessed via the entrance to the Maker's Quarter. Cool. Right. So anyway, guys, that's it. Let's get straight into it, which we'll do next episode. So anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me and goodbye from Mithrie.